Hi, Internet. C E Hoffman here, writer of NA Urban Fantasy. We are now in the second week of our Seed and Spark campaign to turn one of my short stories from Sluts and Whores into a short animated film. Thanks so much to those who have already lent their support. And if you have yet to donate or you would like to donate more, the donation link is right below. For now, I have some extremely exciting news I want to share with you all. Razorcake Magazine has published in their 123rd issue a review of Sluts and Whores, and I am delighted and relieved to say it's a rave. Thank you so much to the editors for helping to make this happen, and of course, thank you so much to the reviewer for understanding what I'm trying to do with this book. It is a print run magazine, and I don't believe the review is available online, so I wanted to share it with all of you today. There was no sleight of hand in titling this collection of short stories and poetry by C E Hoffman. All 42 of these pieces deal with sex work and sex positivity at various levels of comfort and eroticism. Sometimes it's merely transactional. Sometimes it's the sort of soul-to-soul connection that we are all striving for. But it's always done well. A rarity for a writer this young, who's compiling pieces over a decade of their life. The aspects of this collection I found the most engaging, and which kept the pieces distinct despite the subject similarity, were the elements of magical realism and science fiction that Hoffman employs to great effect in some of their stories. Characters weave in and out of each other's tales set against the backdrop of the ominously titled Big City in a dystopian future where the demarcations between rich and poor are set in stone, and there's literally no way to cross that line. There is an indication in one story that this could be late 22nd century, but that could also be hyperbole in the dialogue. Hoffman's writing style reminds one of Burroughs at his most straightforward, or Irvin Welsh at his strangest, but with a presentation dominated primarily by women and queer characters. A refreshing change in this particular milieu. The style is most effective in a triptych of stories that appear later in the collection: Bitches, Baselines, and Suicide. The reader is presented with a series of increasingly horrible events from the changing perspectives of the three characters involved. It careens between Cronenbergian body horror to street romance effortlessly, without feeling jarring or off-putting. Hoffman is definitely a writer to watch for, and I look forward to what they give us next. My hope would be that they use some of these recurring characters as a springboard to a long-form piece. I put this book down really wanting to know more about Ez, Eden, Jude, and V as they navigate increasingly impossible lives in the unforgiving big city. Justin Bookworm. That kind of review is all a writer could ever ask for. The understanding of my intentions and my influences and the context of my shared universe that I write in, I'm stunned speechless, which is a joyous rarity for a writer. And since my early 20s, when I was really first finding my voice, all I ever wanted was to be compared to Irvin Welsh. All I ever wanted was to be called the next Irvin Welsh, but, femme. And so I guess I peaked because that desire was satisfied via this review. So please be sure to grab a copy of Razorcake. As far as I know, it boasts international distribution, and I'm sure you can order them online. You can subscribe to them, which you definitely should. They have some great columnists and articles, and as you learned today, some fantastic reviews. And that's it for today. Like if you like, share if you care, comment if you're called to, and subscribe if you vibe. Thank you for donating to the campaign. I'll see you soon.